Hello, everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital Gossip. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Monica's funeral crasher, long-lost sister, arrives to steal the Quartermaine mansion. General Hospital, GH, spoilers hint that a Monica Quartermaine, Leslie Charlson, funeral crasher is coming up. It looks like Monica's long-lost sister will arrive and steal the Quartermaine mansion, so here's what GH fans can look forward to. For starters, we should mention the latest details on Monica's memorial episodes. The show will pay tribute to Leslie Charlson and her beloved character in a two-part event that'll play out on September 25th and September 26th. Monica's loved ones and many key members of the community will come together to bid her farewell. There'll be plenty of memories to share and tears to shed, but this service will also bring a celebration of Monica's life. After Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, gets someone mysterious on the phone, it'll pave the way for an unexpected guest to deliver a shocker. That's coming up in the second half of Monica's tribute event on September 26th. Erica Slezak, ex-Victoria Vicky Lord Buchanan on One Life to Life, is set to make her first appearance soon, so she seems poised to play the character who'll cause this Port Charles mayhem. There's a good chance Slezak is portraying Monica's long-lost sister based on the letter Martin read and other insider info. Martin may make sure Monica's sister steals the Quartermaine mansion, even if she doesn't have a legitimate claim to it. Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, hinted that the house should go to Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, but Monica surely spelled out her wishes in her will. It's possible Monica had a similar idea if she wanted the mansion to go to Michael, but it's also possible she'll leave it to Tracy instead. Regardless, Martin might rig it so that Monica's long-lost sister gets the house and perhaps a good chunk of the wealth Monica left behind. In exchange for pulling off this potential swindle, Martin may get a hefty cut of the money. Whatever the case, Tracy won't be happy when someone shows up to challenge the Quartermaines in many ways. Monica's sister will be an outsider who poses a threat as far as Tracy's concerned, so she may make it her mission to get rid of her. General Hospital spoilers say Tracy will have a new rival on her hands once this long-lost sister news erupts, so stay tuned for updates on all the conflict. CDL will have other hot General Hospital spoilers, updates and news, so make us your go-to GH news of General Hospital spoilers. Monica's funeral crasher, long-lost sister arrives to steal the Quartermaine mansion. The Quartermaines are no strangers to chaos, heartbreak, and shocking intrusions at the worst possible moments, but General Hospital spoilers reveal that Monica Quartermaine's funeral will go down as one of the most jaw-dropping events in Port Charles history. Fans expected tears, heartfelt tributes, and emotional flashbacks of the late matriarch, but instead, the day turns into a battlefield when a mysterious stranger barges in, claiming to be Monica's long-lost sister. Not only does she make the audacious claim of being family, but her ultimate bombshell is even worse. She's come to stake a legal claim to the Quartermaine mansion itself. With the stakes higher than ever, the fallout from Monica's funeral promises to set off a whole new family war that could rival the wildest battles of Quartermaine history. Monica's farewell, a Quartermaine gathering like no other. For decades, Monica Quartermaine has been the heart of the family. After losing Alan, enduring years of ELQ corporate wars, and standing firm through her children and grandchildren's troubles, she remained the constant presence at the Quartermaine mansion. Now, with her passing, Port Charles gathers to honor her legacy. The funeral promises emotional beats. Jason and Drew united in grief despite their differences, Ned leading a heartfelt tribute, and Tracy showing a surprisingly vulnerable side. Even Brooke Lynn and Leo prepare to honor Monica in their own unique ways. But like every Quartermaine gathering, nothing stays peaceful for long. Just when everyone thought the family was safe to mourn, the uninvited guest makes her appearance. Enter the crasher. Who is this long-lost sister? Spoilers tease that the funeral is brought to a standstill when a woman in her 60s storms into the service. Dressed in black but with a fiery energy that can't be ignored, she introduces herself as Margot, Monica's biological half-sister from her mother's side. According to Margot, her existence was kept hidden for decades. She insists that her mother had a child before marrying Monica's father, and Monica never knew about her. But the kicker. Margot claims she has paperwork that ties her directly to the Quartermaine estate, and Monica supposedly left instructions that the mansion could not legally be passed down without Margot's approval. It's a claim that throws the entire family into panic mode. Tracy explodes, a new battle for the mansion. Leave it to Tracy Quartermaine to be the first to erupt. Spoilers suggest Tracy wastes no time ripping into Margot, accusing her of being a con artist trying to take advantage of the Quartermaines during their most vulnerable moment. But Margot doesn't back down. Instead, she reveals she's already contacted attorneys and filed an injunction against the Quartermaines making any decisions about the mansion until her claims are settled in court. Fans know Tracy has fought tooth and nail to protect ELQ and the family fortune for decades, but nothing cuts deeper than the threat of losing the mansion, the home where Alan and Monica raised their children and the last true symbol of Quartermaine legacy. Jason and Drew forced to unite. Amid the turmoil, Jason and Drew find themselves reluctantly on the same side. Spoilers hint that the brothers, often divided, agree to investigate Margot's past. Both men recognize that Monica would have wanted them to protect her home and the family name. This team-up may be short-lived, but it offers fans the chance to see Jason and Drew set aside their differences in honor of their mother figure. Will their digging reveal that Margot is telling the truth, or will they expose her as an opportunist? Ned torn between family and legacy. Ned faces the hardest challenge of all. As Quartermaine heir and the one most tied to the business side of the family, Ned understands the legal mess Margot's claim could unleash. But he also knows how much Monica meant to him, and honoring her memory requires protecting her home. Spoilers suggest Ned may consider striking a deal with Margot, perhaps offering her a financial settlement to walk away. But Tracy, Jason, and even Olivia will likely see this as a betrayal, sparking yet another family feud. The emotional impact: Brooke Lynn, Leo, and the next generation. Beyond the legal battle, Monica's death hits the younger generation of Quartermaines hard. Brooke Lynn feels the weight of losing another mentor after everything she endured with her music career and her marriage to Chase. Leo, though younger, has always thrived in the safety of the mansion. If the Quartermaines lose the house, it could shake his sense of security. Spoilers hint that Leo might even bond with Margot unexpectedly, a twist that could complicate the family's determination to push her away. Is Margot a fraud or the real deal? The biggest question remains: is Margot telling the truth? Soap history has taught fans to be wary of surprise relatives, but her bold arrival and alleged documents suggest there may be something real behind her claims. If Margot truly is Monica's half-sister, it would rewrite Quartermaine history and open the door to a fresh branch of the family tree. But if she's lying, fans can expect the Quartermaines to unleash their full fury, likely leading to a courtroom showdown. Tracy versus Margot, the rivalry of the year. Spoilers tease that the war between Tracy and Margot will become the centerpiece of this storyline. Both women are sharp-tongued, ruthless when necessary, and unwilling to surrender. Imagine the scenes: Tracy delivering icy one-liners, Margot firing back with venom, and the rest of the family caught in the crossfire. For long-time viewers, it echoes the great Quartermaine clashes of the past, but with a fresh twist. Monica's will, the shocking twist to come. Of course, no funeral storyline is complete without a will reading. Spoilers suggest that Edward and Alan's wills caused chaos in the past, and Monica's will could deliver one last surprise. What if Monica knew about Margot all along and deliberately left her a piece of the estate? What if she set conditions for the family that forced them to cooperate with this supposed sister? The will reading could either expose Margot as a fraud or give her the legitimacy she craves, and either way, the Quartermaines are in for a storm. A new power player in Port Charles? If Margot turns out to be the real deal, her presence in Port Charles could shake up more than just the Quartermaine family. Spoilers suggest she may have her own ambitions beyond the mansion, perhaps even a claim to ELQ shares or a desire to insert herself into hospital leadership in Monica's storytelling. Margot might carry other secrets: ties to villains, hidden connections to longtime residents, or even shocking knowledge about Alan's past. The fallout for Port Charles. Monica's funeral, meant to honor her memory, becomes the spark for a full-blown Quartermaine civil war. Tracy leads one side, determined to protect the mansion at all costs, while others may question whether Monica herself wanted Margot included. Jason and Drew's alliance may fracture once more as their investigation uncovers uncomfortable truths. Brooke Lynn may clash with Chase if her loyalty to her family pushes her into reckless schemes. And Ned could be left with no choice but to fight dirtier than ever before. The Quartermaines have always thrived in dysfunction, but this latest twist could leave scars that never heal. Why fans can't miss this storyline? General Hospital has long used the Quartermaines as the show's backbone, mixing high drama with outrageous antics. Monica's death marks the end of an era, but her funeral crasher storyline ensures her presence continues to influence the canvas. For fans, this arc promises explosive confrontations at the mansion, emotional tributes mixed with classic Quartermaine humor, a potential new character with long-lasting impact, legal drama that could put Port Charles's finest attorneys in the spotlight. It's the kind of soap story that combines nostalgia with fresh drama, the perfect recipe for high engagement. Final thoughts. Monica Quartermaine's passing is already heartbreaking enough for longtime fans who have loved her since her first appearance in the late 1970s. But in true General Hospital fashion, her funeral will not only honor her but also set off a chain of chaos that keeps her legacy alive. The arrival of Margot, the alleged long-lost sister, promises to be one of the most shocking twists of the year. Whether she's a legitimate heir or a master con artist, her attempt to steal the mansion will ignite old rivalries, form new alliances, and remind fans why the Quartermaines remain the beating heart of Port Charles drama. As Tracy herself might say, Monica may be gone, but the war for this house has only just begun. Next 2 weeks. Brit's Nathan secrets revealed, Quartermaine estate grab. General Hospital, GH spoilers for the next 2 weeks, September 22nd to October 3rd, reveal that Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, will make some new demands while Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrose, reels over Nathan West, Ryan Pavey. Britt Westbourne, Kelly Thibault, will also deal with a guilty conscience, so let's talk about what's ahead on the ABC soap. During the week of September 22nd to 26th, Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, will want to keep things hush-hush when it comes to back from the dead Nathan's accident and whatever's happening here. Since they don't have all the necessary information, Anna will try to keep a lid on Nathan's apparent survival and will instruct Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, and Lucas Jones, Van Hansis, to do the same. However, those closest to Nathan will still hear about his ordeal in the coming episodes. Nina's in for a shock when she realizes Nathan is seemingly alive and will have so many questions about how this is possible. At some point, GH spoilers say Liesl Albrecht, Kathleen Gotti, will inevitably get the latest Nathan news as well, so she'll have to wrap her head around another child returning from the grave. Anna will quietly give Felicia Scorpio, Christina Wagner, updates too and leave her worried about how confusing all this will be for James West, Gary James Fuller. Britt will also be rattled over Nathan's crash, but she may not be as shocked to see him as everyone else. We'll see Britt struggle with a guilty conscience, so she may keep secrets about Nathan if she already knew he survived. If Nathan is the mysterious boss who's been giving Britt instructions, that could complicate things for all parties involved. Nathan could potentially have some memory loss when he awakens, so that's something to keep in mind. On another note, Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, will accept that she's falling hard for Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, and get Alexis Davis's, Nancy Lee Grahn, advice about her feelings. Over with Drew, he'll have some new demands to make. Drew may try to manipulate the situation surrounding Monica's demise since that's just the type of despicable person he is. Since everyone will be busy mourning Monica, Drew might use this as the perfect time to target Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, and take the next vengeful steps. As for Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, he'll call someone mysterious and set a new Quartermaine crisis in motion. Monica's funeral is on the way, but someone unexpected will show up to help grieve. It sounds like Martin will summon Monica's long-lost sister based on the letter he found, so Erica Slezak's character is about to cause chaos. Elsewhere, Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, will put Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, through a grilling session. Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner, will face one of his own, so Trina may have concerns about Curtis and Jordan reconnecting. Trina would rather see Curtis move forward with Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, instead, but they're only pretending their marriage is okay for the sake of not drawing any more police suspicion in the Drew case. The week of September 29th to October 3rd could bring bigger problems for Trina and Kai Taylor, Jens Austin Astrup, if that bat with Kai's fingerprints on it comes back to haunt him. That's evidence that Kai was at Drew's place and could eventually make him a top shooter suspect. Of course, Drew is hoping to sink Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, for the crime instead, but his plan may not work out as well as he was anticipating. Regardless, Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, has vowed to protect Michael and make sure he doesn't go back to prison, so that's a promise he intends to keep. In the meantime, there'll be Quartermaine chaos thanks to Monica's sister and whatever plot Martin's cooked up to help her gain the upper hand on Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott. Tracy will have a new enemy and may fume if Monica's sis takes charge of the mansion. It won't be surprising if Martin finagles that with a little will manipulation. Finally, Anna will dig for answers related to Caesar Faison, Anders Hove, since she'll assume he's tied to Britt and Nathan coming back. General Hospital spoilers say Anna is headed for a dangerous outcome, but she won't let that stop her from searching for answers. CDL will have other scorching General Hospital spoilers, updates and news to check out, so make us your go-to GH news source of General Hospital spoilers next 2 weeks. Britt's Nathan secrets revealed, Quartermaine estate grab. The next 2 weeks in General Hospital are shaping up to be nothing short of explosive. Shocking revelations, unexpected family battles, and long-hidden secrets are about to blow up in Port Charles. From Britt's emotional baggage tied to Nathan finally coming to light, to the Quartermaine mansion facing yet another estate grab scandal, viewers are going to be glued to their screens. Buckle up, because the drama ahead is drenched in betrayal, heartbreak, and power struggles that will leave you reeling. Britt's Nathan secrets, the past that won't stay buried. Ever since Britt Westbourne made her last emotional appearances, fans have been clamoring for closure regarding her complicated life. Though her untimely death broke hearts, the storylines surrounding her late brother, Nathan West, and the secrets Britt carried about him have lingered in the background. Now, spoilers for the next 2 weeks confirm that Britt's Nathan-related secrets are about to come out, and they could change lives for multiple characters. Nathan's hidden truth. For years, Maxie Jones has tried to hold on to Nathan's memory, raising their son James while juggling her complicated life. But what if everything she believed about Nathan wasn't the full truth? Britt apparently left behind a journal that contained confessions, and this book may fall into the wrong hands. Spoilers tease that Britt uncovered something Nathan himself never knew, possibly about his biological family. While he was raised to believe Liesl Albrecht was his mother, Britt may have discovered shocking proof that Nathan's paternity was more twisted than anyone imagined. Could Nathan's real father be someone fans already know? Whispers suggest a Quartermaine tie or even another Cassadine twist. If the latter is true, Britt's secret may explain why she kept certain documents hidden even from Maxie. Maxie's world shattered. Once the secret surfaces, Maxie will be forced to confront painful questions. Did she ever really know Nathan? What does this mean for her son James's future? And could this new revelation draw her closer to old enemies, or estranged family she never expected to deal with? Maxie's reaction will be one of shock, grief, and anger, but spoilers say she'll also feel strangely protective. If James's legacy suddenly puts him in the crosshairs of Port Charles power players, she may have to fight harder than ever to protect her little boy. Albrecht's guilt explodes. Of course, Liesl Albrecht will be at the center of this storm. For years she covered up truths, lied about family connections, and manipulated lives. If Britt's secret exposes her in new ways, Liesl could lose the last threads of family loyalty she has left. This revelation could also push Liesl back into her darkest instincts, determined to either silence those who expose the truth or reclaim power she feels slipping through her hands. Quartermaine estate grab, the mansion at risk again. As if the Quartermaine clan hasn't dealt with enough battles over their empire, the next 2 weeks will throw them right back into another estate war. And this time, the fight won't just be about ELQ, it will hit the family where it hurts most, the mansion itself. Monica's legacy in jeopardy. With Monica Corinthos Quartermaine still reeling from family upheaval, rumors suggest an outsider may swoop in with claims on the Quartermaine property. Longtime fans know the mansion has always been a symbol of Quartermaine pride, but also chaos. From years of squabbles over who gets to live there, to outsiders like Tracy and even Brooke Lynn fighting over control, The house has become its own battleground. Spoilers indicate that someone with supposed ties to the family could make a shocking legal move to grab control of the estate. This heir may attempt to prove they're entitled to the property, whether through Edward Quartermain's will, a shady business contract, or another scandalous loophole. Tracy Quartermain's fury. Nobody fights dirtier than Tracy when the family legacy is at stake. Expect her claws to come out as she challenges the mysterious claimant and threatens to destroy anyone who dares diminish the Quartermain name. Tracy has been ruthless before, but spoilers suggest she'll be pushed to levels of rage we haven't seen in years. Could this fight reignite old alliances within the family? Or will the Quartermains turn on each other in the heat of the battle, giving the outsider an opening to win? Michael, Ned, and Drew younger generation isn't going to sit idly by. Michael Corinthos, Ned Quartermain, and Drew Kane will all have strong opinions about how to defend the family estate. Michael might want to pursue a diplomatic strategy, trying to keep the mansion intact for future generations. Ned will likely demand legal power plays, while Drew may see an opportunity to strengthen his own ties to the Quartermain identity. Of course, this brewing conflict will also put Brooke Lynn in the middle, torn between her loyalties to Chase, her own dreams, and her Quartermain pride. Brit's journal sparks Cassadine trouble. Another layer to the next 2 weeks' drama involves the Cassadines. Once Brit's Nathan's secret begins circulating, spoilers suggest Victor Cassadine's legacy could rear its ugly head again. If Nathan's real father ties back to the Cassadines, that means James could technically be a Cassadine heir. Imagine the fury this revelation could unleash, especially from people like Valentine and Alexis, who have spent their lives trying to balance or escape their family's toxic history. Not to mention, if the Cassadines have a new heir, Ava Jerome may see opportunity as well. She's always been ready to latch onto power plays, and a vulnerable Maxie might be easy to manipulate. Sam Spinelli and the tech angle. Meanwhile, Damien Spinelli will get wind of Brit's hidden journal. Tech genius that he is, spoilers say he may uncover encrypted files tied to Brit's confessions. If she digitized her secrets, then Spinelli could unearth a trail of evidence linking Nathan's true origins to both the Cassadines and the Quartermains. Sam, caught in the middle of her PI work and her friendship with Maxie, may end up torn between loyalty and duty. Helping Maxie means exposing devastating truths, but holding back could damage her integrity as an investigator. The next 2 weeks, fallout, feuds, and frenzy. So, what can fans expect in the immediate aftermath of these shocking storylines? Let's break down week by week. Week 1. Secrets emerge. Brit's journal is discovered and sparks questions about Nathan's past. Maxie reels as shocking family connections are teased. Liesl panics as her lies inch closer to exposure. Tracy gets word of a legal threat to the Quartermain mansion. Michael, Ned, and Drew argue about strategy, reopening old wounds. Week 2. Explosions begin. The truth about Nathan's parentage is revealed, rocking Maxie and James's future. Cassadine family members get dragged into the mess, with Valentine forced to pick a side. Spinelli uncovers encrypted files that put new targets on Maxie's back. Tracy takes bold, ruthless action to protect the Quartermain estate. Monica faces heartbreaking choices as the mansion's future hangs in the balance. Why this storyline matters. The intertwining of Brit's long-buried secrets with the Quartermain estate drama is exactly the kind of multifamily storytelling that General Hospital thrives on. By tying Nathan's origins to both the Cassadines and Quartermains, the writers are setting up years' worth of potential rivalries, romances, and betrayals. It also allows beloved legacy characters like Tracy, Monica, and Liesl to clash with newer generations like Michael, Maxie, and Drew. The balance between old and new keeps the soap fresh while honoring its deep history. Most importantly, it places James West at the center of the drama, symbolizing the next generation of Port Charles power players. If he's both a Quartermain and a Cassadine heir, the boy's future could become one of the most dangerous storylines yet. Final thoughts. The next 2 weeks on General Hospital are setting the stage for some of the most shocking, emotional, and history-rich episodes in recent memory. Brit's heartbreaking legacy will finally get closure as Nathan's true story is revealed, leaving Maxie devastated and Liesl cornered. Meanwhile, the Quartermain mansion, a symbol of both wealth and chaos, faces a hostile grab that will pit the family against each other once again. Tracy's fury, Monica's heartbreak, and the younger Quartermain's scheming promise fireworks that no fan will want to miss. With Cassadine chaos mixing into the fray, encrypted files waiting to be unlocked, and long-buried secrets exploding to the surface, these next 2 weeks are about to deliver everything soap fans crave. Heartbreak, suspense, family wars, and shocking twists that reshape Port Charles forever.